Yo, this College Talk TV. They'll be doing a review on the movie I just saw. It's called Evil Dead. And alright, let me just first start off by saying that if you haven't saw the movie, you shouldn't watch it because there's gonna be some spoilers in here. It's not gonna be a lot, but I don't know. Well, it might be, but I think the movie was really good. But with that being said, I feel like the people in the movie were just straight up stupid. I mean, when you like when if that was me going to some random cabin in the woods and I don't know how they just like find and then they what was it, like some carpet on the floor, they just take it up or they just pick it up or whatever, and then they see like all this blood, just like like a trail of blood, and then it leaves downstairs. Now if this was me, I would have just left. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I know that like my parents might have owned the property or whatever, but me personally, I don't know what's down there. I don't know, like it might be some crazy cannibal and crazy people in there. I wouldn't want to go down there. So but anywho, they went down there, and what they find was they found all these dead cats, just like they got sort of hung by the neck onto the walls, and then like all this ritualistic type stuff. And I'm like, man, like, and then they say, oh, it's just some teenagers. I'm like, shoot, man, it's time to get up out of here. It's probably some crazy, you ever watch the movie Wrong Turn? It's those crazy like people who I forget what they're called, but they do all they have all that people's body parts in their fridge and stuff. I think there would probably been some people like that up in that house, and as soon as I would have realized that, I'd have been like, oh shoot, I'm trying to get up out of here, go get the car and drive out. But that would just been me. Then what happens is they continue to like stay in the house because this the brother of like the main character in the movie is this I forget what his name is, but then he has a sister whose name is Mia, right? And she's like a drug addict, and she's like she almost died, or she was pronounced dead or something like that, and they brought her back to life. So she's cool, and then but then all of a sudden she starts having she starts going through withdrawal because if you're a drug addict and you're going through withdrawal, that's what happens. You want to get more of your stuff. So she tries to escape, and then what she does is like she sees this like zombie looking person in the middle of the road. I mean, these people are in the middle of nowhere, like 500. You probably can't get no cell phone signal. Even if they had the Verizon people come out there and say, hey, can you hear me now? No, we can't. So she crashes a car. She ends up swallowing someone else's throw up. It was like a zombie throw up, and then they take her back, and I'd been upset because she crashed someone's car into like a swamp or something, and that car is totaled, and I don't know too many tow truck people who come out in the middle of nowhere to get someone's vehicle or whatever. So continuing, so then she's possessed, right? And she's like the main crazy person until like the end of the movie where she's just brother saves her. But then like all these, then like the one guy, I think his name's Eric, he starts to he found this book, and it has barbed wire and like all it's wrapped, and it says, and then first off, if I find a book in the middle of a basement with like dead cats and ritualistic type stuff, and there's barbed wire around it, I don't, me personally, I think, yeah, I'm not gonna be curious today. I'm gonna just leave it alone and get up out of here. But he picked it up, got his wire cutters, and then it said like in big red letters, do not read it. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna just read it anyways. Read it. All his friends died, and then he died too. But that's what he gets. Staying in that cabin in the middle of nowhere. So and then I think the main thing I really liked the movie, but the main thing I didn't like is because just knowing how I am, I've been like, man, that would have been me. I would have been up out of there. But that's just me. But they die, like they slip and fall and trip on the most. Just I don't even know how they like fall on some of this. Like the one person was running away from the zombie, and then they like I don't know how they did like a double back flip, trip off a toilet bowl, and then and the zombie gets them. And then like and then all they I guess someone got bit, and they went out to like the cabin. Like there's a shed out there outside the cabin. I don't know how they just go from inside the house, because that's where I've been staying. If I had to stay there, I would not be going outside because there's crazy people out there too. Um, and they just go in the shed, and then the one dude's girlfriend went back in the house, and I'm like, why would she just go back in the house by herself? Like, really? And then, she goes back in the house, and she cuts off her arm, like, crazy. And I'm like, why didn't they just go all back in together? That's how everybody died in this movie, is from like separating from the group. If that was me, I would have just been staying together. Like, yo, you gotta go to the bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom with you. Make sure you wipe too, bro. Nah, I'm just kidding. That's just a joke. But all I'm saying is, like, if that was me in that movie, we would have been together. But then she went back in the house, and she starts oh, and then she cuts off her arm. Yeah. And then, like, they go back in the house, and they're like, "What happened to her?" And then, like, all this blood, and like, y'all let her go back in the house by herself. Why was y'all in the shed in the first place? And then, and then eventually, the sister, who's an addict, who's like, killing everybody left and right. And then, she's possessed. She was saying some like off the wall type stuff, like so disrespectful. And then, like, basically, like, and then, oh yeah, and the devil book thing. When the one guy, he keeps reading, and I'm like, dude, if I would have been you, I would have just read the whole entire book, and then I would have been like, oh wait, hold on, then maybe scoot over, and then, oh, that's where crazy person pops out at. But that would have been me. And I liked it though. I'm gonna like watch the original Evil Dead movies tonight with my girlfriend. Oh, when I saw it with her though, she was, man, I think I had scratch marks on my arm, because she was so scared to like watch this movie. Like, she was just, oh my gosh. And then she does this where, like, she closes her eyes and like tries to like not hear anything. Or she does this. She tries to like close her eyes and not hear anything. I'm like, dude, just watch the movie, man. I ain't gonna lie. It was a couple of times I'm like, man, these people about to die. And these people is crazy going in them, the cabin in the woods like that. But I really liked the movie. I thought it was good. The acting was pretty good. It was sort of funny in a way, because like the way, oh, they just tripped on like a toilet bowl, or they like slipped on something, and I'm like, oh my goodness, some of it was so cliche, but I really liked it. Not a lot of horror movies are that scary. I just saw the movie Mama. It was rated PG-13. I mean, it was a good movie, but I wish it would have been rated R, because a lot of times you really can't get a good horror movie in if it's rated PG-13. So this is definitely good. Definitely, I mean, it's not the best horror movie I saw, but I really liked it. It scared me, so that's good. And I think you should go out and watch it if you haven't already. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and have a nice day.